Hey YouTubers, it's Nathan Birch here from the B.Invested headquarters and talking about some properties that I'm pulling from the vault that have purchased over the last few years for our clients via our buyer's agency service, Property Investment Agents. Today I'm looking at a delightful one-bedroom unit here. It's located in Western Sydney in a sunny suburb of Mount Druitt. This is a nice looking property for Mount Druitt. It's not something I'd want to go and live in myself personally, but it's a very, very good investment property. I remember when I first started investing in property, people used to say to me, Nathan, you can't make money in Mount Druitt. People hear opinions every day of the week. There's people out there saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you're going to go broke, all that sort of stuff. That's one of the biggest things that I just never listen to anyone from that perspective, because I know 100% that numbers don't lie. On the numbers of this thing, purchased this for a client, we bought a couple in its block for $175,000 a piece. One bedroom unit, 175 grand. You can't even build a one bedroom unit for 175 grand. Looking at the rental on this, they're rented for $250 per week. The property is modern, it's only about 7-8 years old. There was a few things in the past from a strata perspective which were bad in there. So just clarifying with the strata issue here, when the developer first built this property and had a few building issues and stuff like that, strata fees were higher. From my understanding is that they've come back now. The strata scared off a couple of buyers because the strata fees were a bit more expensive when we purchased this property, but looking at and understanding how buildings are built and all that sort of stuff, we knew from that perspective that we're in a position where this property had a small blemish on it, which over time, as the strata fees come down, will make it like every other property and it'll be in a good condition. So this property now in 2015 is in good health, good condition, and doing its thing because it's healthy. It's making our clients lots of money. At time of purchase, I remember that we were buying these for our clients, and down the road on the highway there was older ex-housing commission units of the same size and same vintage selling for $210,000, $220,000, $230,000. So I thought initially here our clients are making like $40,000, $50,000 from day one by signing a contract and saying, woohoo, we just bought another property in our portfolio. These things are modern, depreciation, below market value, have a good rental yield. Looking in the current market, comparable things to this, the cheapest one bedroom unit I see for sale in the current market in Mount Druitt is $355,000, and this is 14 months on. So, there's almost $200,000. I personally think that these things here are worth around the 300 to 320, just being conservative in the current market. I always like to be conservative with my numbers, so I'm under talking them. So on that front there, we're probably looking at about 140,000, or almost double, doubling their money in 12 to 18 months. So, as a part of a foundation property portfolio, having one of these things in there, awesome. It's not a matter of having one of these things, it's a matter of having one or two of these things and realizing that it works, and then having 10 or 20 of these things which will be able to put you in a position so you can live life on your terms, whether you want to go and pat koalas on the side of the road, whether you want to go and save underprivileged children in a third world country, or whether you want to go and drive Lamborghinis all day and pick up chicks like Dan Brazilian. I'll leave it with you to work out what your goals are, but this is the sort of thing which gives you a position to tell your boss where to go and live life on your terms. Have an awesome day, and we'll catch up soon.